Amina for you.
I didn't put me you don't come to never come back. And you can't what you know what I'm thinking. You don't take me me ever a guy. Oh, you know that I have a water. Any of me and I take too much take dinner to the water now. And we are going to take a good and I took only my daughter didn't buy a van. I could put a bit of boy on me in one with a bit of it. And I'll get my time. Man, I know two go. My dinner to go to buy.
According to government records, which is having this national identity card, he was born on 10th of January 1925. And they married at very early age, probably 15, 16. They also wedded in 1988. What are we proud of as children? I speak for all the children because I do represent them. The school system at the time emphasized punctuality. Even if Kangai was very far, still very far from here, you had to be in school by 7:30. And they kept a register of the children who are late. If you are persistently late, the report gets to your parent. Your child is always late, what is the problem? And any keen parent would follow up. My child left here at 7. How come he did not go to school? And our father was very firm on that. He would come to school. He did not miss any school gathering, any school meeting. He came. He talked with the 8 teachers. He did not talk frequently with the class teachers, but with the 8 teacher, he would. And he would be told, your children are disciplined. If there was error somewhere, he would also get to know. So that he monitored, effective monitoring of the life of his children in the school. He did that. He paid his fees promptly. Our father was very strict. At the end of each term, you have to produce your school term report. The end of term report was always given at the end of term. You had to give it to him subject by subject. And he wasn't pleased at all with low marks, and he would ask, how come in this one, in maths, you got this high figure, but in English it's very low? What is the reason? He wanted, much as he did not do any of those subjects, he knew what it meant. So he wanted excellence. That's how he ensured we benefited.
But this particular Muzei, Onyang, the father of Richard Obura, really liked education, and he was so much up to now in God. He managed to build that Angai Senior Secondary Primary School and also this Angwenya. If you heard his speech, he was talking about the effort he made. He has had a lot of impact on most of us who were educated in the 70s, or let me say from the 50s up to now. He liked education. Now, if every person now, people like us, who could be educated by people who are not educated themselves, then us who now know more, we should put a lot of interest in the education of our children. Especially the more you must behave. You must behave. You must try to get, not to be so stressful. You should have friends and you should work hard. And do a lot of exercise. I'm 79 years now. I was 79 on the 1st of January. I can walk. I walk 4 kilometers every day if I'm in Kampala. I read a lot. I exercise a lot. And I don't want anything that stresses me. If you come to stress me, I told you. Then I have friends. I must have friends. I'm always in public places with people. Okay? And of course, another place which is good, you must look at God and thank Him every time something happens to you.
And he did not even pay for his children, especially when it comes to community initiative. He actually, most of these schools is handwork. Kangai Primary School started long ago, and it was him and very few people, like he told you, 5 of them. Even our place there, my father and very few. That Kwera Prime, this was part of Kwera, the bigger Kwera. They just divided Kangai Kwera, but it was one sub-county. And there was only one primary school, that was Kwera Primary School. So it was only our parents who worked so hard. And through their work, we are now seeing a lot of things, a lot of changes in our community. Muse started that one, then Kangai Secondary School. All the meetings that I organized there, he would be there. And he would not request for any money. He would again support the school. With his little money, little contribution, he will pick from home and he will donate. He will give something to school. And also ideas. He would attend almost all the meetings. From there, he started his primary school here, near his home. So even that one, he invited me. Even where we are now for getting the land, we were together. So he has done a lot for this community. And I think because of that, God has blessed him to live up to 100 years.
Our old people used to eat fruits. They ate wild fruits, and those fruits are medicinal. They did not eat very oily food, very spicy food. That makes them to grow strong. The food we are eating today is poison, without knowing, and yet that is our delicacy. I'm praying that God should help us to begin to get to some of these traditional things that we have been eating. Food, instead of making them, we just boil. 2, meat is not the only best thing to do. Many people think when there is no meat, when there is no chicken, you have no food, you have not cooked. But we are eating. That is actually the poison we are eating. And it will never make us live long like most of these people have lived. So I pray that we do that. 2, even some of the things we drink. Many people are drunkards. They drink all sorts of things. These sodas, these days it is all variety. And they're advertising it all over. And they think it's the best thing. But they are actually dangerous for our lives. Even all these things that they smoke. Our young people are smoking opium. And there's freedom to smoke it, which is very dangerous. It makes them mad. It will get them the berserk. And we are cutting ourselves, our lives short intentionally when we are even aware. And 2, sometimes we do it because other people are doing it. But I'm saying it is not right for us to follow the crowd, because majority are not always right. They can be right at times, but not always. We must make true and fair judgment to know what is right and then follow that. Whether people are not walking with you, you go that way because you know where it is going to lead you. But if you walk with the crowd, which is going to put you into a ditch, which is going to cause you to die prematurely or create you a problem, then I think you are not making a right decision, and you are to blame for that because you have not used your mind.